We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Howell. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4.
Tempo.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hall again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Bears defense. Now, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Option left. Howell's going to run with it. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Howell. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Hall. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Breece Hall with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
I agree. Not a good start. Not a good start.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Unreal.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. A quick throw out wide to Mooney. And Mooney going to have a Bears first down as he'll get this up close to the 30-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Let's go.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
Paul on a give up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Seriously, why did he freaking fumble?
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
They'll go again with Hall. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third and 4. And Howe will throw it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way again, and he's got it. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Some unfortunate events. Fumble, then a freaking throw. That was a far throw. Got some work to do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go. than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your
Yeah, I
cuts
know. I
with
won
more
every single game
decisiveness. Maybe
that
a
you
second
did
fake,
not
some double
visit,
moves,
Auntie
things of that
Patty.
nature, to go ahead and try and put some
But
pressure on the defense.
it's still a very early game. Very early.
From the 25, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Big Lion. Hey, smash Broncos.
They give it to Williams, running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Dixie Maverick. Ready.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Ready.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
19 Tiger.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Running left, it's Hall. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Right there. Hurt. Go.
That is caught.
And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Ready. Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
19 Lions.
Howell down to throw it.
This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Commanders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 21-0. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now back to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Here we go. Set.
He'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rocco switch. Rocco switch. Come 19. Come 19.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
In motion goes Knox. One last shot before the break. Howell.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing.
Yeah, you are the curse, Auntie Patty, because I don't know. I don't lose like this. I'm 7-4. I still feel like I can win, though. Like, I don't know. I'm just having an off day, I guess. I don't know. Thanks for joining, though.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Okay, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
18, pioneer.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
Hey.
Back to throw here.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Trap 60, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Buffalo 18.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
15 yards there on the catch and run. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw again.
That's complete to Mooney.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. 19 Lions.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. And quickly they get to the line.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd and 14. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
And this one is right through. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Throwing here, Howell.
He finds his man, complete. It's Fields.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Howell. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
60 Maverick.
They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted a picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
18 Rattler. Go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They'll run with Hall. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This will be taken at the 10. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bears take over.
Come on.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Reload. Roll.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Here's 3rd and 6. Gun, they run it with Hall. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Breece Hall, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Commanders 35, Bears 12.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Hey, check that.
At the 18-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're going option play on 3rd down.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. And they will take a knee here. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number.